Today we're back on this Regal 42 FXO for yacht management. It's been 30 days since I've been out here, so it's time to give the boat a good once over and see what's going on with it. Now I don't actually take this boat off the docks, but I do run the engines while I'm doing the system check just to keep the fuel running through the engines and make sure they fire up. Since this boat lives in the water full time, the owner does keep the air conditioners running to keep the humidity down inside the cabin, so it's really important that I check this sea strainer every month, and we might actually need to step that up because this thing was disgusting. Once this lid comes off, I actually have an issue getting the strainer out of here because there's so much seaweed clogged in it. This marina does have a big grass flat out in front of it, so there's a lot of floating seaweed that gets in here and will get lodged in this thing, but you can see how much is floating in there, and it's just absolutely disgusting, full of sediment, and definitely needed to be washed up. Keeping these strainers clean is extremely important because this is what your air conditioner uses to produce the cold air, and when these strainers get clogged, the unit goes into what's called HPF, and it doesn't do anything. While I'm here, I'm also going to fire up the generator and put it under a full load just to keep water moving through it and make sure there's no issues when the owner comes back. I'm going to flip on most of the house system breakers, and I'm also going to turn on some of the 12-volt systems along with the Seakeeper because I want to make sure that that spools up too. One system that always gets overlooked is the head. You always want to make sure you run some water through it and flush it a couple of times. The engines are done running, so I'm going to go ahead and flush those out while I finish the rest of the inspection. I noticed there's a little extra growth on this unit, so I'm going to make sure I talk to the diver about that. While the engines are flushing, I'm going to do my final checks on the electrical system, spin up radar, and some other stuff. The boat looks great though. We're going to have a detail done on it, and I'll be back in a month to check it out again.